now, before any of the introduction, I'll start up directly with the chapter. I'll just give you a short intro of the person, about whom we are going to read up in this chapter. Okay, what do you think of when you hear the word genius? What sort of things comes up in your mind when you are going to hear the word genius? The person who is very intelligent, obviously we'll be thinking that only. The person who is a very intelligent person can be the genius one, who is having a sharp mind, who is having good qualities. uh, uh, he is very intelligent, having many qualities. Maybe he can be an all rounder also. That comes up into the category of which he comes up into the category of a genius one. Okay, so that same sort of a genius we are going to read about this in this chapter is also a genius. If we are going to uh, take up the name, if we are going to take the word like genius, the another word comes up in our mind is the Albert Einstein. Yes, Albert Einstein. We are going to read this chapter. The chapter is about the life of Albert Einstein, what he has done. He he has given us many of the theories, many theories related to the light, about the motion of the particles, about the electrodynamics and energy. He even though he has written up these things in a very few pages, but given up the very few pages in written, he has totally changed the scenario of, or totally changed the thinking of ourselves about the time, about the space, and about the whole universe. What actually happens up, we never don't know before the Einstein has given up any of the theory to us. Many people were having a lot of confusion. What is it? What things happens up in our what are the things? What is the relativity between the time and the space and our universe? How these things goes on? But he was the only person who has given us many of the theory to us, which are being useful to us today also. Even after his death of 50 years, also his intelligence, his geniusness is still surviving between us, which we are studying up in our physics, the subject that we are studying up, that is physics only. So I'm starting up with my chapter. Reading first paragraph, you have to open up the page number 46 of your Beehive book. So I'll start up. Albert Einstein was born on 14 March in 1879 in the German city of Ulm, without any indication that he was destined for greatness. Now, what they are saying, Albert Einstein, they have given up the date when he was born. He was born on 14 March 1879 in the German city of Ulm, without any indication. We were not having any sign that a genius is going to born, a person whose life is being destined, means his life has been written up something, the destiny which is going to take him towards the greatness. Whatever the great achievements he is going to achieve up. Sorry. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. On the contrary means on the opposite side. His mother, what his mother used to think. She thinks that she was a freak. Freak means a person who used to behave something different, who used to talk something different from the other people, and even look also different from the other people. Okay, and his head seemed too large, and his head, the size of his head was much too larger than the other ones also. Okay. At the age of 2.5, Einstein still wasn't talking. At the age of 2.5, he was not still able to talk. When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. जब उसने सीखा, when he started talking, what he did, he used to repeat up the things twice, 2 times. Einstein did not know what to do with other children, and his playmates called him Brother Boring. He doesn't understand how to play with the other people, what to talk He never understands that. That's why the other people, his playmates and all, the friends used to call him as a brother boring, as he was a sort of a boring person. He never shows any interest with the other people. He never play with them. So the children who used to play with him, sometimes they have given up the name to him as brother boring. So the youngster played by himself much of the time, and much of his time was being what much of his time was being spent up. His much of his time was spent up by playing in the individual form. He was a sort of a solitary player. Solitary player are whom the person who used to play alone. He can play alone also. He especially loved mechanical toys. He liked to play up with the mechanical toys. Looking at his newborn sister, Maza, he is said to have fine, but where are her wheels? Now, what happened? He was asking where are her wheels. Now, Maza was asking where are her wheels.
श्वेता मैम आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है। श्वेता मैम, हेलो।
Sorry, he was having a sister whose name was Maza, and looking upon his newborn sister Maza, what he used to say that fine, but where are her wings? He used to uh, even his sister for him seems to be like a toy only. That's why he was asking where are her wings. Why she is not moving like a toy? Because she was a newborn girl. That's why he thought to have that it might be also a toy, and even he asked that where are her wings. Okay. The headmaster once told his father what Einstein chose as a profession wouldn't matter because he will never make a success at anything. Now, once what happened? A headmaster of the school, maybe he used to study up wherever, once told his father that whatever the Einstein is going to choose as a profession it is not going to matter up because it doesn't matter because he is never going to success at any of the things. In any of the field, he is not going to get the success. Einstein began learning to play violin at the age of 6. Now, at the age of 6, he started learning the violin, to play the violin, because his mother wanted him to. His mother, on the choice, by the choice of his mother only, he started learning of the, sorry, he started learning how to play the violin. He later became a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining his skill throughout his life. Now, what happened later on? He became a good violin player and sort of a person he became who was able to play the violin in a very nice way, in a sort of a proper way. But he didn't took that violin as playing as a profession form. उसको उसने he didn't took that as a professional form. So amateur means the things which we take, the things which we choose for our personal enjoyment, not for our any of the profession. Okay, and he maintained those skills throughout his life. But Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. He went to high school in Munich. He was not sort of a bad person, and even he went to school in Munich, where Einstein's family had moved when he was 15 months old, and where what happened, where Einstein's family has moved on where when he was 15 months old, and scored good marks in almost every subject. In every subject, he used to score good marks. In almost every subject. Einstein hated the school regimentation and often clashed with his teacher. He often used to have the clash with his teacher, and he hate the regimentation. Regimentation means the orders, the discipline, whichever used to goes up in the school in a very extreme manner. Like we have to move in the corridor in this way. We don't have to sit in this way. We have to sit quietly. Whatever the rules are being followed up in the school, he never liked them. So he used to have the argumentation with her, with his teachers often. Almost all the time he used to have the argumentation with his teachers. So at the age of 15, what he did, Einstein felt so stifled. Stifled means he was not able to breathe up. He was feeling suffocated in the school. As he was not able to express himself, he has to follow up all the rules, all the discipline. So in those in that type of atmosphere, what he was feeling suffocated. He was not able to breathe up. He was not able to explore himself, express himself. So that's why he started. He thought that to to leave the school for a good reason. So this was a good reason for him, and he left the school. Fifth paragraph. The previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan and left their son with relatives. Now, what happened? The previous year, the year before he has left the school at the age of 15, what happened? Albert's parents had moved to Milan. This is a, they have moved to Milan, and Albert was supposed to live with the relatives only. After prolonged means after a long discussion, Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German-speaking Switzerland in a city which was more liberal than Munich. Now, what happened? He was having a wish to study in a German-speaking Switzerland in a city where which was more liberal than Munich. Liberal means the place where he can express himself. The people will are going to understand him. The people are going to respect his opinions. That's why he has decided that he is going to go to that particular city, in this German speaking in the Switzerland. So he is going to go to that city where which is more liberal than Munich, where he is having the freedom to express himself, to express his ideas, to express his concepts. Okay. Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics and interested in physics. Now, what happened? What they are saying? Einstein was highly gifted up with mathematics. Means he was having the from the starting only. He can go with this mathematics subject in a very nice way. He can he just liked the subject and even was interested in physics also. After finishing school, he decided to study at a university in Zurich. In Zurich, he did his graduation, but science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the young dashing man with the walrus mustache. And what they are saying, science was the only not thing that was being made for this young dashing man. Dashing means attractive man with a walrus mustache. He was having a thick mustaches. That's why they have given up the word of walrus mustache. Okay. He was being made for many other things. Being given after giving up the theories, also he is going to do a lot for the people, for the peace of the people, for the goodness of the people. He's going to do a lot of the things. So that's why they have given up the word that the science was not only the thing which he was supposed to do. There were many other things he was supposed to do uh, with in his life. Okay. He also felt a special interest in a fellow student, Mileva Marek. Now, what happened? He even even had a interest. He felt a special interest in a fellow student, Mileva Marek, whom he found to be clever creature. She was a very clever girl. That's why he was getting interested in her. This young Serb had come to Switzerland because the university in Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get the degree. This young Serb means the girl, the native of Serbia. The way we are from India, so we are called the Indians. In the same way, the native of Serbia are being called as Serb. So she was a native of Serbia, and she has came to Switzerland to study in the University of Zurich, because it was one of the university where the people used to give the degree to the women, because at that time women were not all the women were being allowed to study to get the education. So it was a hard time. Right now it's not like that being particularly mentioned of the university is going to give at that time, because that time was a time when the women never used to get more importance regarding the education. So that's why even she was a clever girl. That's why she has came to that particular university where Albert was studying to get the degree. Einstein saw in her an LA against the Philistines. Now what happens? Einstein saw in her an friend, an LA. LA means the meaning is friend. Einstein found that she was being a friend. He found a true friend in her who was totally against this Philistines. Philistines means this word is being used for the people who do not like to talk about the literature, who do not like to talk about the art and music. These type of things who never like to uh, who never get interest in these things. So same there, these things were with the Einstein also. That's why he thought he found a true friend in that, because his Albert's opinion and even the opinion of Meleva Marek were matching up. They both were being at the same place. That's why that's why the Albert found a good friend in that girl, that is Mileva Marek. The couple fell in love. Letters survive in which they put their affection into words, mixing science with tenderness. Now, what happened? They fell in love, and after that, they share up the letters with each other. The letters, in that letters, the words which they used to share up were being totally filled up with the affection, that is love, care, and even the science was also mixed up in that. It shows the softness of both the things, which shows that both the things are the people whom are writing the letter to each other, shows that uh, are the intelligent one also, and even shows the love and care for each other, wrote Einstein. And even in one of the letter, Einstein wrote that how happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work on relativity to a victorious conclusion. And even he said that how happy and proudly we both will be thinking that we both will be when we are going to put up, or when we are going to bring our work into a bring our work of relativity as the theory that he was about to build up. He was working on that theory, that was the theory of relativity, and they both were having a dream to bring it on the victorious conclusion, means a sort of a good conclusion they want to bring it up. Okay. In 1900, at the age of 21, Albert Einstein was a university graduate and unemployed. And now what happened at the age in 1900, at the age of 21, he was a graduate now. Graduate means when we have done a bachelor degree, and the postgraduate means when we have done a master's degree. So at that time, at the age of 21, he was a graduate one and unemployed, means any of the job at that time. After that, uh, he worked as a teaching assistant. He worked as a teaching assistant in that, and gave private lessons, and finally secured a job in 1902. After that, what happened? He worked as a teaching assistant and even gave the private lessons. The classes and all, you can say privately, he gave the classes to the students, and finally he was able to secure a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bern. The patent office is the office where the people used to give the document which gives the right of an inventor to an invention to an inventor. Suppose a person has done the invention. Okay, he has done any of the invention. Now that invention is going to be get registered by his name. So this is the work of the patent office, so that other person is not going to make the same thing by his by the same thing by the other name. Okay, if if any of the invention is being registered up by any of the names, so that now after that other person is not being allowed to take up that name. So this was the work where he was being working up as a technical expert over there. While he was supposed to be assessing with other people inventions, he was assisting up with the other people also who were inventing many of the things. Einstein was actually developing his own ideas in secret. On the contrary, while doing up all the things, while assisting other people who were who were inventing, who were busy in inventing many of the things, he too sorry, he was actually building up his own ideas in secret, so that he too can come up with one of the invention. He is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer at the work the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. Now, what the people call to him, he said to have jokingly. By fun, he used to, in a joking manner, he used to say that his desk drawer, where the desk where he used to work upon, the drawer in that desk used to be a Bureau of Theoretical Physics. Bureau of means it seems to be a institution sort of a thing which consists of theoretical physics. Means many theories were there in that particular desk. So that's why they have said to it as the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. Okay, it consists of many of the documents, many of the theories which he was developing by himself only. One of the famous paper of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity, according to which time and distance are not absolute, indeed two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time if they come together again after the journey. If one of them has been moving very fast relative to the other. Now, what is there? One of the famous paper of 1905 was uh, the in 1905 he gave a famous theory, that was the special theory of relativity, according to which the time and distance are not absolute. They are not being related to each other, uh, and cannot be measured in to vice versa. They cannot be measured to, according to both of them, they cannot be measured up. Okay, related to each other. Indeed, two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time. And even he say that if you are having two clocks accurately, they are not going to show the same time if they come again together with a journey. And if you are going to bring that particular clock, if suppose we are having one clock over here, and if other clock we have took it up, and we are going to take it to a journey, and if it is going to come back, it will not be the same. The time is not going to be the same. That's why he says that the time and distance are not absolute. They cannot be measured related to each other. There is a far more difference between both those things. And this was the theory of relativity, which became the world's most famous theory. And even he, after that giving this relativity theory, he followed this from this followed the world's most famous formula, which describes the relationship between the mass and energy. And following up this theory of relativity, he even gave up the relationship between the mass and energy. That is, the formula is E is equal to mc square, where E stands for energy, m for mass, and c for speed, where they have given particular sort of a limitations, a particular sort of a kilometer, the value is given up. So in the you might have studied in your physics also this related the theory of relativity and all. You might be able to understand in a better way because you have done it from physics only. Okay. So he was the only one who has given up these theories before. Firstly, the theory of relativity, and after that, the theory of what? The relationship between the mass and energy. The famous formula is equal to mc square. Coming to the page number 49, 10th paragraph. While Einstein was solving the most difficult problems in physics, his private life was unraveling. Now, what happening? What happened? As he was able to solve the most difficult problems in physics, but on the other hand, his private or the personal life was not going good. It was about to fall up. Something ups and downs were coming in his own personal life. Albert had wanted to marry Mileva right after finishing his studies. He was having a keen interest in Mileva, and he wanted to marry her just after finishing his studies. But his mother was against it. She was against that girl. The reason behind that, the reason behind she doesn't like that girl, her mother doesn't like that girl just because uh, she thought Mileva, who was 3 years older than her son, was too old for him. As Mileva was 3 years older than uh, Albert, so she thinks that she was a girl who was too old for him, and even she thinks that she was also bothered about by the Mileva's intelligence, and she was also worried about the Mileva's intelligence also. As Mileva was a very intelligent girl, that's why she thinks that maybe her intelligence can bring up a clash in between both of them. She is a book like you, his mother said. Einstein put the wedding off. Now what happened? Her mother said she is a girl who is totally like you only, the same you are. The girl is also same like that in the on the aspects of intelligence, and even she is elder than you, 3 years elder than you also. So, not listening up to all these things, they finally, what happened? They finally got married. The pair finally married in January 1903 and had two sons. In 1903, both of them got married and they had two sons. But a few years later, the marriage faltered. What happened? After few years, after having two sons, sorry, the marriage started faltering, means the marriage was becoming weak and weak every day. Mileva, meanwhile, was losing her intellectual ambition and becoming an unhappy housewife. Because why the problem was coming up in their life? Because somewhere that girl was, somewhere we can say that the thinking of Albert's mother was not uh, totally wrong. It was somewhere right only, because that girl was some feeling that she's been losing up with her ambitions, whatever she was having. She was an intelligent girl and was thinking that and was day by day was becoming up an unhappy housewife, because she was not liking up that life, which was being restricted to the household chores and building up a family and being busy up in that family work only. So as she was a very ambitious girl. After years of constant fighting, the couple finally divorced in 1919. Einstein married his cousin Elsa the same year. In 19, uh, continuous fightings, after continuous fightings and all, the couple, means Mileva and Albert, got divorced. They finally had divorced in 1919, and Einstein married his cousin. Now, after that, Einstein married his cousin, means उसने अपने he married his cousin the same year, Elsa. After that, in the same year, he again got remarried with a girl named, okay, in the same year only. So we have been completed up with this paragraph. So tomorrow we are going to start with a new 12th paragraph. Okay, till 11th we have done. If you have any query, you can ask me up now. Any query you are having till this paragraph, you can ask me up till the 11th paragraph.